big and famous victory. I want to go across now to senior BJP leader Prakash Javadekar joins us on this broadcast live. I have the map of Uttar Pradesh with me. If you see, the Samajwadi Party seats are concentrated in particular areas. Areas like Rohilkhand, some pockets of western Uttar Pradesh and in some parts of east. But if you look at the map per se, there is a massive saffron surge. Prakash Javadekar ji, welcome. This must be a huge relief and vindication. What's happened in Uttar Pradesh, also what's happened in Manipur, Uttarakhand and even Goa. How are you looking at this big victory in the national political context?
See, what Prime Minister Modi ji has changed the politics of the nation from caste-centric politics to development-centric politics. That is the first thing. Second is, people like good governance. They are now aspirational. This is new India voting for performance, not on other basis. And more importantly, we retained all our 4 states. You don't get public support in the second election if you have not performed. So people, if you perform good, people will back you. That is the message, loud and clear here. And now the third message is, the Congress is evaporating. Still they are blaming BJP. It is there, they have to do introspection. Congress is nowhere. Now Punjab has also gone. Now there are only 2 states with Congress, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. And I can give you in writing that in next election, assembly elections in 2023, both the states will be in the BJP back.
What does this mean in the context of AAP emerging as a possible long-term rival to the BJP? We've seen every AAP leader who comes says this is a political signal that AAP is now national and we are the long-term challenger to the BJP.
I really don't feel so, but the issue is, it is because Aam Aadmi Party fought in Goa, in Manipur, in Uttar Pradesh, in Uttarakhand. There is nothing like that. I don't see any all India trend in that. What I see is, in all the 4 BJP ruled states, we got pro-incumbency. And in one state where elections were held, which was ruled by Congress, got anti-incumbency. So people have punished Congress.
No, that's true. But the fact also is that BJP on the back of West Bengal, on the back of economic distress on account of the pandemic and the whole period of the coronavirus, seemed fatigued in the middle because of the farm agitation, etc. What this election result has shown is that despite those challenges, people still think BJP is their best alternative and they've gone out, as you said, and voted for the BJP. Does this make, according to you, the road to 2024 easier?
Yeah, one way it is yes, but every election is a new election. And we prepare in that way only. We don't rest at this point that now we need not work more and take more efforts so that we are going to win. But that's not the fact. And therefore, you have to always exert and reach out to people and ensure your last mile delivery in a good governance. Then only you get mandate after mandate.
We've got live images on our screen now from the BJP headquarters. The BJP's master strategist, Amit Shah, there was a time when multiple MLAs left, ministers left to join the Samajwadi Party. It seemed that the BJP had some problems in setting the narrative. Amit Shah got more closely and actively involved. Big celebration now at the BJP headquarters. Former President, current Home Minister Amit Shah arriving at the BJP headquarters. Bhupender Yadav right behind him and the entire galaxy of BJP stars. And a big victory this. We see Rajiv Chandrasekhar, we see Gaurav Bhatia, multiple well-known television faces here. Prakash Javadekar ji, there's so much which is said about whether this election sets up Yogi Adityanath as a potential long-term successor to Prime Minister Modi, and that in some senses, at least when it comes to chief ministers, Yogi Adityanath establishes himself as first among equals. Is that something that you agree with or disagree with? How do you see this?
I think this will be too premature to declare because there is no vacancy.
Correct.
A. B. More importantly, situation evolves. Has anybody predicted in 2011 that Modi will be the Prime Minister choice and will become Prime Minister and will get again new mandate in 2019? No, it doesn't happen like that. So I see no vacancy at this time, and but one thing is sure, that all our chief ministers are popular not only in their region. When they go even other states, they attract crowd and they are vote catchers in different states also. Yogi ji has a tremendous craze all over and he goes everywhere.
You know, we're now seeing images from the BJP headquarters of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh arriving at the BJP headquarters. Prime Minister Modi will be there shortly, and a big celebration in the wings in Uttar Pradesh. This whole re-architecturing of the political dynamic of UP. Earlier it used to be a multipolar fight, BSP and Congress being the other poles. Now it's a bipolar fight, BJP versus SP. In the long run, is that to the BJP's advantage, or do you think that really shows that there's only SP after this for the BJP to take on and vanquish even in the next elections, because Congress and BSP have frittered whatever goodwill they had?
No, one thing we must not miss. In this election, people have given clear message to dynastic parties that they don't want dynastic parties to rule anymore. And therefore, it's a message to all dynastic parties. They are one family parties, ruling in many states also. But now they have got the red signal. Now people don't want them. People want a democratic party and a party which gives promise and in which they can believe.
Okay, Prakash Javadekar ji, we'll leave it over there for the time being. Thank you very much for joining us, and a big celebration this. You're going to be joining that celebration very soon. Prakash Javadekar, senior BJP leader, joining us to talk about these celebrations. I want to go across to